Are you looking to buy a house? Or maybe you tried to buy a house, you put in an offer, and the seller said, no thanks. Or maybe they said, ooh, we like this offer better. Well, hey, if that's happened to you, I've got 5 ways for that to never happen again. Here they are. Number one way that you can ensure that you win a bidding war, right? Number one is give them more money, right? Pull out that extra $50,000 that you have under your mattress and give it to them. Okay, that's not realistic, right? I don't have 50 grand underneath my mattress. I don't even have 50 cents under my mattress. Okay, so we're gonna take that idea and just throw it away because that's not realistic, right? We can't just give more money because we don't have more money, or at least I don't, and most of my buyers that I've worked with don't have thousands of extra dollars that they can just hand over, because you're not gonna get a house for more than it appraises for unless you pay cash. So that's not realistic. So what is the number one way? So step 1, get pre-approved. Okay, you can get pre-qualified before seeing houses, and a lot of realtors are okay with that, showing you houses when you're pre-qualified, not pre-approved. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to talk to a lender until I found my house. Well, if you do that, you're gonna lose most bidding wars. So step 1, get pre-approved. Get it where you are ready to go. You have the funds available from your lender, okay? Get pre-approved. Step number 2, put down a heavy earnest money deposit. So most people put down about 1% of their asking price. So if you're buying a $200,000 house, then they would put down $2,000. So you go to a seller and you say, hey, here's $2,000 earnest money to put down. That's great. But if I take my clients in and they put down 6%, and so it's a $200,000 house, and they put down $12,000, right? They might not even have to put that down, put that much down on their note or on their mortgage, right? If they're doing USDA, they're not going to have to put any money down. Or if they're doing FHA, 3.5% down, that's way less than that. So we put down $12,000 and say, hey, we want this house. Seller's going to look at that and be like, oh crap, they're serious, right? So step 1, get pre-approved. Step number 2, prepare to have that earnest money deposit down, right? Step number 3, this is a big one, and lenders don't want you to know this. This is kind of a secret weapon. And most realtors, they don't even know that this is possible. Step number 3, close quickly, right? So whenever we submit an offer, it's gonna be 2 weeks or less for closing date. Right? Think about it this way. A seller gets in 2 separate offers. Okay, one, like we've talked about, not a pre-approved buyer yet. Maybe they're pre-qualified, but they're not pre-approved. They put down 1% earnest money. So they're not pre-qualified, or they're pre-qualified, not pre-approved. They put down $2,000, and then they want to close in 45 days. Okay, that's a month and a half away. Think of everything that can happen in a month and a half. So much uncertainty. Well, then I take my clients over here, or you with your realtor, whomever you are. Okay, I'm pre-approved. I have got a seal of approval from the lender. I'm bringing you 6% earnest money. Whoa, okay. And then on top of that, we're closing in 2 weeks, 14 days or less. I mean, if I'm the seller, like even if this one over here is a bigger offer, it's clear this is the better offer, okay? Step number 4, we're gonna waive some of the inspections. Say what? Here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna put in the contract a 7-day due diligence period. During that time, we're gonna get a pest control report, we're gonna get home inspection, we're gonna get appraisal, we're gonna do everything in 7 days. Now, if you're listening to this or watching this, and you're saying, that's impossible. Here's how it's possible. As soon as the contract's on, we have those people lined up. Even if we're not prepared to make the offer yet, we go ahead and line them up. Say, hey, pencil this into your schedule. We're planning on making an offer on this house. And then, once you have such great relationships with inspectors and pest services, once you have those relationships built like I do, they'll say, hey, we'll fit you in. even if they have to go a little bit extra or anything like that, we'll fit it in. So that way in 7 days, if the criteria is not met in 7 days, we drop that contingency. So there's 4 foolproof ways to get it done, right? So that brings us to number 5. And number 5 kind of plays in with several of the other ones, but we're not going to have any other contingencies. Okay, so what does that mean? What do contingencies mean? Well, that means those are things that could get in the way of the sale. Okay, so we're having a 14-day close, 7-day due diligence inspection period, and then there's 7 days after that where we're good to go. So we're not going to have a loan contingency. Oh man, that's so scary. Like, what if something goes wrong? It's not going to go wrong, right? Because if you're already pre-approved, we've been through the house. We know what it takes for something to qualify, right? So we're not going to have to worry about either of those. And even so, the home inspection will be done in 3 days. Well, once we get that done, then we'll have the time period, a day or so, look over the report, and it'll all be good. And if it's not, it's within those 7 days, right? So we're not going to have any other contingencies. It's a bold move. But think at it this way. When you're in a seller's market, where the seller has most of the control, as they do now in our market here on the Gulf Coast, they control the pricing, right? They control the inventory. The inventory is so low, many buyers are here, and so we've got 5 buyers going after one house. If you make offers the way I just described, you will never lose. You will get the house of your dreams in such a hot market, in such a tight market. We will never lose. You guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell down below. When you do that, you'll get notified of any more videos that I have coming out. This is the first one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, leave me a comment, shoot me a message, whatever you need to do to let me know that the video was horrible. But most importantly, like it, subscribe, share this with your friends, and hey, let's go get you a house.